Hello, good day. How's everybody? This presentation will be in English. We're gonna talk about who's God, masculine side and feminine side, because they're bound together, and Virgin Mary. Okay? We talk about the third video about the tree of life. Okay? The tree of life of earth and the tree of life of the universe like it used to be. So my reference are in there, been writing by Aton Parks. He gets some tablets that he find in the Iran, Iraq at summer. Okay, that's why over there, by the way, they had a big war with Bush because he want to destroy all the proof. The mondialists want to destroy all the proof to know who's really God, okay? Because the old gods want to rule and they're devil or satanism, okay? So Virgin Mary, she's not. She's the protector of the Christ. She's the Christ, okay? And her husband used to be Enki Shiva, and Enki Shiva is Adam, like Adam and Eve. So both of them are God and Goddess in one because they're bound together. So when we call God, you get feminine and masculine side. The sacred feminine, the sacred masculine. And we all the same have the same thing. And I will prove the proof. So now we're gonna agree on something. If you're a Christian, if you're an Orthodox, if you're a Copt, you believe in the Virgin Mary. Now, if you're a Buddhist, Buddhists are believing the Virgin Mary. Okay? If you're a Jew, Orthodox Jew or a Jew, they believe in the Virgin Mary. Why? Because even them, they make her pray how to become a mage, and they're praying to the Virgin Mary because they know who she is. And I will prove it. And the Muslim, Muhammad, believe in the Virgin Mary. So can we agree, all of us, on the same line? Me, what I want to do now is to show everybody. Now, it's your conscience. You want it, you don't want it, it's yours. It's you and God, not me. I'm just a messenger. I'm passing the message. Okay? So it's the fourth of the spirituality. It's going with the third video that you can find on Patreon. I will show you where. And this is about to explain the proof of the tree that I give you. So I told you they had a whole tree that the Virgin Mary broke down. Her name is Aset, and you will see where she's from. She was from there, but I mean, who she is, she's God. And how come she became God? Okay. After that, they have another tree that she recreated with the archangels. You know, when I talk about Raphael, Michael, Uriel, Aniel, Zachiel, Zafkiel, Gabriel, all of them, okay? They're part of the Uriel, they're all part of the same tree. She created all that, okay? She's the one who did all that, okay? So now let's go first where you can find the archive. The way I work, I give you the proof writing. You can read, and this is what you need to do because I won't read everything. You guys have to go back and to read and to understand and to make your own with your intelligence and your conscience to accept God or don't accept God like you want, but you want to see, you go on Google and you search. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like God want me to say, I'm prophetize. That's what I do now. I'm giving you the proof. I'm explaining everything. Okay? So I will show you where it is. Now you can go on Patreon. There's always a live video that I'm explaining, and there's a lot of light. I'm sorry. And there's always writing information, you can visit and check by yourself. This way, nobody's stupid. When you don't know nothing, it's not because you're stupid, because nobody tell you the truth, but the truth is over there. So let's go to get Patreon. This way you can see where you can go and subscribe, by the way, and help me out. You can give me a donation if you want. Okay, where is it? There we go. No, this is not the one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Okay, sorry. Forget it. Anyway, you go on Patreon Morning Star. Let me go get it. Give me a second. I will go and find it for you right away. This way it's easier. There we go. It's going to be easier this way. Sorry about that. Let's go get it. There we go. There we go. You go here on Patreon. Patreon.com, okay? .com, patreon.com. Passion Man Morning Star Soleil. Soleil in French means sun in English, okay? There we go. You can go over there and subscribe. Okay, you subscribe and you will have access to all my videos, okay? So now let me go back where we were. Let me take that out. There we go. Okay. So now, how come the camera is like that? Give me a second. No, because there's a lot of sound, so it's flu. It's not supposed to be flu, but it's a bit flu. Anyway, so we're going to go to the text right away, because I don't want to pass like 1 hour on this, because it's going to be too long for your heads and you guys going to have a headaches. So where is it? There we go. So let's start over here. Okay. First of all, the Jew who's doing magic, the Christian who are doing magic, the Muslim who are doing magic to become mage, they do the same pray. The Buddhists have another kind of praying with Brahma. Brahma is she's the Virgin Mary, the feminine side. So, okay, it's over here on the east, the light of Ra. Remember the tree I told you? Follow me with your audience. I won't read everything. You have nine manifestation of 9 avatar that she have. The light of Ra, Eru of the horizon, Anupiu. Anupiu is the Chakal of the desert. He's the one who check in the dark, the lost soul in the darkness, and he's the ones bringing to the skull to get judged if they enter the light or no. Okay, Nefhedbet, the Atar, the Great Mother. Okay. And over here, the sublime life of the great star up to the conscience, the mother of the one who name is the beginning of the time. Aset. You will see over here, you are always venerated under the aspect of the Virgin Mary. Here we go. That's what we do and pray. So in the lodge and everything, everybody's praying about the Virgin Mary, but everybody's trying to be God. Well, you're not God. God is God. God is the Virgin Mary, Enki, Shiva, Adam. All right? They are together God. So we have to obey. And I'm just putting the tree over here, as said, because on the tree you see at the Sephira of that, she's the one who recreated everything. And we got to go down and see over here. You are now of the one who carried the Christ, the child God of the Son of our life. Do you understand now? She's the one. So they had a child, was Yeshua, who's Yeshua. But she's the one who's giving the Christ. That's why I told you, I didn't lie. She gave me the Christ inside of me with God. Enki gave me the Christ, both of them. It was masculine side, it's Enki who gave me the Christ. They're the one who are the Christ. They're the one who borning another child inside of you, who's becoming the Christ. And after that, you become something else. But I just gonna stay on this for now. So it's over here. But in the beginning were space, darkness, and stillness. And this very beginning was the older than time and forgotten by the gods. Why? Because when you go in the non-manifested, everything is dark, everybody's asleep, everybody's sleeping. She's the one who wake up with the light and wake up everything to create a world that we are living in. Movement then was born in space, and that was the beginning of all. There you were, that sea of infinity, space, the source, la source, the source of all beginnings, of all beings, sorry. The life that was in your rose like the tide in the ocean, the silence and broke. Of silent and broke. Where are we? Okay. Okay. This was our universe. So it was, and so it will be at the end of the cycle. So she's the one create the cycle, and she's the one who's ending the cycle. So guys, follow God. All will return to you where the night of the goddess Da. You Asset are the great Oshiran. Mara. And remember this name because the next video I'm gonna rate, it's gonna be on Mara Pura, the dark side of Asset of the Virgin Mary of Isis, the same person we're talking about. She's the one on the dark side who can control all the darkness. Got it? Mara Pura. Pura means demons in Indian. Okay? The Mara the Dreed. And when you create water, become dark lavender. You are the redemption of all our deads. But when they strength to soar in fire, to Hetiru, the Chantaress, the seductress of nature, to visit Neja Green and the Dao, the beginning continue, blah, 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 blah. But I want you to understand she's the one who's everything, to create herself, to become music and dance in the light of a spring morning. You are a splendid and ideal woman which men capture in their night of unconscious, and which they seek to break by incapacity to reach you. Then when your life pours still closer to our hurt, you become the roundest and the fecundity, the carrier, the child in the hot matrix. Okay, you take again by the substantial play the energy of the high, sorry, and the low. The name of Asset, the full one, she who give life to the plane of the flesh. You also call Ashtarte and Ishtar, the goddess who's the moon in the facing. Do you start to get it? Over here, started dance, a plant bone. Of our hurt and mother of all gods. She's the mother of all gods. After that is Eteru, a god on whether become called Istari, she been called God, God, Brahma, Allah, Theos, Durs, Bog, Nemel, Yahweh, Yorhe, Vohe, Al Brahma, all Shiva, all the names that we have, she's the one. Okay? If gods are really gods and the goddess is only the goddess, you Asset are the most beautiful and sweetest from all the divinity. She's the mother of God. You whom we call in the present time the Virgin Mary. Here we go again. Come. This is when you make a magic and you make the prayer, you're calling her. Well, you say thank you to her to be there. Flesh and blood, abundance, health, joy, and peace. There we go. So I'm gonna start reading now. It's enough, but you see over here, you have all the names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here with Mana. 7, 8, 9. Okay? She's the one who's making all those avatars to come back because she controlled the tree. Before was the Guinness Abul. It was a reptilian race. Plus with another one from Sirius. But the one of Sirius was, and still the school of Sirius is the one who's helping us with the conscience to grow. And our God's assets from Sirius. So the oldest are from there. Same thing with Enki. When he became Adam, like I told you in the third video, there were some scales on them and their skin was shining. Okay? They said, how come you're naked now? Because they become human. They let down this body of reptilian types to recreate again. And the Jew are saying this orally to their children. Okay? Check on the third video. I explain all this and you got everything right. The Awakening of the Phoenix of Anton Parks, archaeologic book. Okay? There we go. I'm just going to read the line where it's over here. Asan Am Enki. Who is he? Osiris. Not the first Osiris because he'd been dead. The second one. He took his place. And Heru, Horus, Lucifer. I'm sorry. Lucifer is Enki is Adam. Enki Shiva. He's not Baomeh. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to know who's Lucifer? Who was the fake Lucifer? Was Baomeh, a demon. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not him. This is belong to Enki, Lucifer. It means the light in Latin. Wake up. The main character spent in this time searching for his soulmate. She's Aset Isis. Who is she? The Virgin Mary. This is the vehicle and risk holder for coexisting in the material dimension with one completely soul require a perfect mastery of one injuries and a fair balance between the two partners, feminine side and masculine side. Both of them become one, the one God. Do you understand it? They became what we call Amun-Ra in the old Egyptian. They take the place of the granddad of Isis, Aset. Okay? The same person. Day of the end, and we completely destabilize the three great monotheistic religions. And that's what's happening now. So stop fighting. Don't forget a book of religion. It's a doctrine to show you the way the human are living and their mistake they make and everything, and how God interfered to help them out. How Aset and Enki, how the Virgin Mary and Adam come and help their child. Do you understand now? If you don't make a mistake, well, you won't be able to learn from it. And I will talk about my mistake. I'm not ashamed of them. Okay, when they start, for example, that the Anunnaki lander in the solar system 2,500 to 3,000 of year ago. 300,000, sorry. It is only due to the verified time marker of the science. They verified the first specimen of the Homo sapien were born at the same time. Do you understand now? This is archaeologic. It's supposed to be in the museum. It's supposed to be there. And when it was time in Iraq to do it, they destroy everything in Iraq. They create a war with massive destruction, all lies, and they steal everything, and they keep everything, the knowledge, and they destroy everything by war. Who did that? Enlil and Anu is that. Okay, over here we have the Gina Habul and the Anuna. Anuna is from Sirius. Enki is an Anuna, and Aset, she's an Anuna. On Earth, why? Because he got some DNA from the Anuna, okay, from Sirius. The Gina Zabul are reptilian. Both of them are reptilian, but this one is like a, you don't want to mess with him. Okay, he's darkness, he's evil, he's eating, but they do the worst thing that you don't believe. Anuna on earth will also be called into question. Perhaps the future will tell one day if we were close to these hypothetical dates. Okay, over here, the reptilian gods of ancient Sumer, the first three that I show in this on the third video that I make, has taken possession of all parts of the genetic bank of life, have taken in hostage to divert it and serve their own. I'm sorry, my reading in English, I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my best. Of ambition, power, is connectical to invoke the a long series of fight and rivalry, between different clans. Those different the call of the mother goddess and the interest of the source, the source. How you say that in English? La source. I say in French. On the own hand, and the arrogant male wish to impose their domination on the universe on the other. So it's a male ego we're dealing of. The latter have stolen endeavors in the characteristic of the human gentleman in order to manufacture the kind of hybrid. Chimera was to serve him as slave. We were slaves till today. It's time to free yourself, to accept the Virgin Mary inside of us, and to accept Enki, Shiva, Uzada inside of us. And the Virgin Mary is Wishi, Isis, and Aset. Okay? Incidentally, fast food. Okay? And accidentally as food. They slave us and they were eating us, our flesh and our blood. And it's true, it's righted over here. So everybody think that because it's a lie, children, blah blah blah. It's true, it's writing, it's archaeologic. Follow the investment of the rebel gods, the serpent instruction of the Genesis. The Christian Lucifer, the Sumerian god Enki, the second Osiris. It don't say over here, but I'm saying to you, the second Osiris of the Egyptian. Another human model, more autonomous than expected, undone with the discernment between the God and evil, and with an intelligence was born. Here we go. That's the truth. Take it or you don't take it. It's like you want. Accept God or don't accept God. It's like you wish. I have nothing to do with that. Me, I'm passing the word and I'm giving you the proof. Now, if your brain get mixed up, well, there's two ways. You accept the truth or you fight back the truth. It's you and God, not me. Thank you. So over here, I won't read it, but you will see back. I said the first three. It's all right over here, okay? I'm gonna say just something. In those times, my seed is that. The other world, you know the Sifera that we don't, it's blind in the tree? Well, she was the one who had that seed, said, I'll come. As declared the Itum Ra, and according call it. Okay, Ra, A-N. This is the male dominant who said he's the king of the king of Gina as a bull. Okay, he's the darkness himself. He's only creating warriors to destroy everybody. Why? Taught Enki, Aset, the Virgin Mary, Moise, Yeshua, Buddha, Mohammed, me, today, me, and all the people who follow that, they follow what? We protecting the feminine, because without feminine, there's no life. And we're protecting the light. I'm a masculine and I'm protecting the feminine because I got a feminine side of me and I'm enough intelligent to say there's no feminine, there's no life. If there's no life, there's no creation, there's no balance between feminine and masculine. And if you want to born a baby in a capsule, well, I'm so sorry, but this is not the base of the creation. That's what they try to do with the Mondialis. And this is the truth. Okay? Over here, the mother asset, you will read. I give my, okay, this is the, bon, the mother of asset in those times. Let's read it and after we'll see. This word is slowly being overtaken by an intense derision. The 1,000-year-old occupancy force of which I am a part has spread it torment its torment over the world of Uras. Uras is herd. That's the way they call it. And as that Enki came in my life, they started to call it Uras. They told me that's the way we call herd. And the proof is over there. I never know those books a long time, like 5 years after. And I said, oh, they're telling me the truth. They never lie. Like one of those virus I have worked on many times for the Anuna family. I don't like genetic anymore. I'm disgusted. I'm disgust. Me to the core. Sorry. I give, this is important. Now listen. I give my Yurgur crystal to Aset, Isis, and the Virgin Mary, the same person. She was a child, 14 years old at that time. She has great difficulty in holding in her hands. The mother, the grandmother, she said, that's it. Okay. Either is the pain that is contained which expected, my beloved, or it is historic relation relating to the suicide of the daughter for former queen of Duku, of which I suspect to be the resenges, the I don't know how to say that. The resurgences, sorry. My wife has always found it difficulty to put down her gaze. I have retired from it now with Juhat. Juheti. That's taught. No, I don't know. Sorry. I have retired from now fraudulent maritime domain. So she went to the maritime. I said Aztec over the affair of the country. She giving the flambeau. She's giving the fire to her girl. She is now, which with thought will help her to her deal with injuries and maritime and still industrial peace. The Hamabhat. It's the Atlantis. Okay? Do you get it now? She's the one who was given the power. You have a whole map of those times. Okay? You have all the guards and the reptilian different bodies and everything. So she's the mother of everything. You have the proof over there. So it's like you take it, you don't take it. Over here, I put back all the tree, the first tree, cosmic tree, not the second, but the first one, the old time. This is what you understand. Okay, and there we go. So now what you guys need to understand is, you know who's Virgin Mary? So she get the name of Isis, but before it was Aset. Her real name is Aset. All the mage like me, like the Roi Mage, are praying to Aset. Okay? Why? Because she's the Virgin Mary. Now, who her husband, Enki Shiva, is Adam. So Adam and Eve, the second Eve, probably was Aset, but probably the Virgin Mary. But I don't have the proof. I cannot give it away. I cannot give that the Virgin Mary was over there born flesh and blood. But this is okay. One day I will probably find it. That's my thinking. But the first one was Lilith. Lilith, like we saw, she was in charge of the abyss on the moon. See, she's darkness. She don't want to be darkness. So now you know the truth. It's like you wish, you take it, you don't take it, you accept God inside of you. He helped you to clean all your scrap, to become light, equalize between love and darkness, to become the light, like I show you. Okay? Now it's all yours, not mine. Second of all, if you don't learn from the darkness, you will never be able to forgive yourself because you don't do nothing. So if you want to judge me, I don't mind. I drink a lot before, I smoke a lot before, not drug because I don't like drug, but I smoke cigars sometimes. I drink a lot of alcohol before until I finally clean myself of it. I had a lot of sex before because I work in Club Med as a Jew. So you wanna say that I'm a maniac with sex? Well, I give you 10 more names of girl that I make with, because I don't make with men, I make with girl. But this was the past. I'm not afraid of my past because I learned from it. If you want to heal from it, well, you need somebody like me to speak with you. I remember, I know what you do because I did that and I did that, and I remember my mistake. Are you ready to get help or no? Blah, blah, blah. You can see a specialist, but if you don't, like me, God, both of them helped me out. Okay? Because when I was drinking a lot, because I had a lot of problem, my emotion to accept my life was a mess and everything. And so I don't say that I don't drink no more. Maybe once or 2 weeks, I have 1 or 2 glass of rum. That's it. And the second glass of rum, I go very slowly because I enjoy the taste of the rum. But I don't like the alcohol. I have 1 beer a day. Why? Because this helped me to go to the restroom. Because if not, I get constipated. But that's my autonomy. I don't like to get drunk. You see? But I realized that when I was drinking, I said, what's wrong? You don't control yourself. Why at this hour always want to drink something? And I realized there were people sent from Lilith, like vampires, to sucking my energy, to put me drunk, to suck my energy, to get me nuts, to get me lost. That's the way the dark side rule. And we're going to get in that when we going to get in magic to know the reason with demons and everything. You have proof. That's the way they work. It's exactly if you go sex everywhere. I was in Club Med. I was doing once, twice a week. That's it. I was like 23 years old. That's not normal. I'm like that. But I got some partners who were over there that were making 3 to 4 times a day, like dogs. I'm not, because I got nothing in that. But I had a lot of partners before. Yeah, it's true. But every time you have a partner, when she's not your wife and she's not fidel to you, what's happening? It's like you make it with her, but you make it with 20 other people if she's not fidel. Do you get it now? So that's mean you have 20 energy of other people inside of you. So when you go with somebody, be sure that the person is good and truthful for you, and you each other help to grow. That's the truth. That's why all the video about sex, you don't respect nothing no more and go what you want, do what you want. You realize what you guys are doing. It. I know, because I've been in there. I can talk about it now. I know my mistake. And I'm not afraid to say it in front of everybody. If you want somebody so perfect, well, It will never happen on earth because the reason we learn from the darkness. Okay? So I think that's it. I love you all, like usual. And this was War in English. Don't forget to go to Patreon, subscribe, please. Give me donation, please, if you want, if you don't want. But the file will be there in English, and you're gonna have a video. Okay, so this way you can read and make your research, because not because I'm saying my truth, that's your truth. You have to check it out on Google or in the dictionary. Do you understand what I'm saying? I make some mistakes sometimes, but now I got some proof. That's my proof. Check it out. Have a beautiful day. See you.